Is this thing on? Wow. Okay, so hi, my name is Adrienne, and this is my first, I don't know, YouTube video on as pastel waifu. And obviously you guys sent me some messages, you know, everybody. Okay, ever since I came to Japan, I've been getting so many messages of questions from people, especially Black women, which is fine, I'm not complaining, but asking me, you know, how I got here, how it is, my experience here, blah blah blah. And so I am, you know, here to help spread knowledge. So first things first, first of all, this video is only going to be about language school because that's what I'm going to be completing in 3 months. I'm going to be graduating from language school, woo, and going to Linko Fashion College. Also, I'm going to be doing my makeup at the same time because your girl got places to go. And so, you know, I got a date or whatever. So, all right. So, let's begin. We're going to answer questions about language school, and we're going to make this quick, easy, digestible, not too long. I got you. I got you. First of all, I'm going to say, what should you look for in a language school? Ultimately, what that boils down to is what are you looking to do long term here in Japan, or longer than, you know, 3 months, you know, a 3-month visitor visa. What are you trying to do after that? Are you trying to go to higher education? Are you trying to get a job? And how and what exactly is your timeline that you're working on for this? Let's just say, hypothetically, you're trying to do the exact same route that I'm trying to do. Hypothetically, you're trying to do exactly what I'm trying to do. You're trying to go to higher education in Japan. What did I look for in a language school? I want to do this in the quickest, most efficient way possible so that I can go to language school, right? Okay. I'm so sorry. Number 1, I looked for intensive language programs so that I could learn faster and more information. Basically, it's like Japanese cram school. And what you have to know about Japanese language cram school is that it is very quick paced. And so I've done one of these when I was in America. I did a summer language course at Middlebury College in Vermont in 2019. And I loved it. It was so hard. That was like the first time I ever learned Japanese, or literally my introduction to Japanese basically. And it was just like a full force, full throttle, straight into it, you know, and you know, yeah, I became conversationally fluent in Japanese in 2 months. Should I be a virgin today? Should I do my eyebrows fun? I'm gonna do my eyebrows like how I usually do them. Going to Japan, if you can, going to Japan and learning in immersion is so much better than learning in college and trying to do all of this in college, because in my opinion, college level Japanese courses just are not that great. Now this is just my personal opinion. They're not really preparing you for anything. It's just learning it if it was fun. You're not really getting preparing for the JLPT or exams for college or work. It's nothing like that. It's just oh, this is fun, and you know, yeah. So find the type of language school that you want to do, and that's where you should go from there. So for me, fast-paced language school, try to finish in 6 months to a year. Because so basically, if you're trying to go into higher education and at a college that is not teaching English, you need 6 months in a Japanese language institution at minimum, having learned in Japan. or you need JLPT, or you need a JLPT N2, or you need EJU. I forgot what the number is, but I don't give a f about EJU. Is language school a great way of learning, or is self-learning the way to go? Like I just said, language school. You need to go to language school. If your goal is to go to higher education or to go to work, you need to go to language school. Like, hands down, that's my opinion. I think you need to go to language school. I do not think you can learn Japanese on your own at all. What is the application process like for language school? Do they provide housing for you? Okay, so the application process is kind of complicated. They're gonna tell you, depending on your institution, they're gonna tell you everything that you need. They're gonna ask you for all the form you're gonna need. Like, if you've gotten a bachelor's, they're gonna ask to see that in language school. Or if you're in school, they're gonna ask to see your grades. It's pretty simple. Like, they're gonna tell you everything you need. Like, that's it. They're gonna tell you everything you need. Just follow the process. Do what, you know, try to make it as easy for yourself as you can. You know, yeah. Do they provide housing? My specific, this is a loaded question. My specific language school provides, what do you call it? Dormitory? But not all language schools provide dormitory. So most people choose not to. Most people say that it's cheaper to live not in a dorm, which is, you know, depending on where you live or depending on where you've come from, yeah, it might be true. And honestly, I agree. I agree it's cheaper to live outside of a dorm. But that's just my opinion. How many other Black people are there? Like, in my school? I'm the only Black person in my school. But also, you have to remember, the country is closed. So there are not like any Americans coming in. So right now, from what I know and who I've seen, and because I know a lot of people in the school, and I am the only Black girl at that school as of right now, like physically. So must you have prior language in Japanese knowledge to go to language school? No, you don't have to. I mean, it helps if you want to go up to a higher level, but you don't have to. You just do whatever you want. Do they help the students when they don't understand something? Yeah, I mean, I have English support and I have a lot of help from my teachers. My teachers are all very nice. But it is, like, especially if you're trying to get help in your native language, sometimes it's hard. At my school specifically. Again, I don't go to a predominantly American school or like English speaking school. So, you know, it's sometimes it's gonna be hard. I don't know anything about Gogo Nihon, so if you want to use that, I don't know. I'm sure there's some other person who's used that before. Do you get long breaks after the semester? Do I get long breaks? I mean, I usually have about a week and a half of break. I mean, that's not really that long to like go back to America. And like, I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's COVID anyway, so I can't go back even if I wanted to, but it's kind of a quick trip back and a quick trip there and a quick trip back. Depending if you're from America. Is it difficult? Yeah. Any school is difficult, but yes, language school is difficult. Either way the cookie crumbles, language school is difficult. Like, you have to know what you're trying to do. You have to have a goal in mind. And in my opinion, like, if you don't have a goal, if you don't know what you're gonna do after language school, if you don't know what you want, language school, like, getting the most out of language school is gonna be hard. Is it hard to make a living with a job and balance language school at the same time? Yeah, it's gonna be hard doing anything with school and a job, just like it is in America. It's hard. I mean, it'll be good if you could do some kind of side work because you'll get more Japanese experience, but it's hard. Is everyone super old, or are there people in their 20s? What? It's a mixture. Some people want to work here, so they're older men or women, And some people are in their 20s, some people are in their teens because they're going to college or want to go into college. So everybody's different. I mean, does it really matter? I don't know. Like, everybody's usually really nice. Like, I don't personally think it matters. Is it hard to find a part-time job? I mean, while doing language school? Probably not. I mean, well, it depends on your language ability too. So, maybe. I mean, this is not really about finding a job in Japan. This is about language school. So, girl, don't try something there. How do they teach kanji? I love you so much, by the way. Thank you, Angelala. I like you. I love you too. How do they teach kanji? They give you a book and then they say, here's 5 kanji with 20 readings for the day. Remember it by tomorrow, and then you're fucked. It's literally, that's it. Yeah. What else are you supposed to do besides memorize it? But, I mean, I will say it is hard to memorize a lot of the kanji, especially when you get in higher level. It just becomes like almost unbearable. Is it worth it? Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. I mean, I got into my dream school, so I think language school is worth it. In fact, I think language school is a crucial step. Depending on whatever your plans are here, I think it's a crucial stepping stone to achieving your dreams here. How much does it cost? It depends. My language school costs $3,000 a semester, so $1,000 a month, basically. What do you plan after getting your language degree? My language degree? I don't have a degree in language. I have a degree in other things, but I don't have a degree in language. So I'm going to Bunka Fashion College. That is my plan after language school ends for me. After I graduate from language school in 3 months, I plan on going to Bunka Fashion College to study fashion design. That's my plan. Wow, that felt so good to say. I literally just announced that I got in last night. I've known for a while, but I wanted to keep things personal and just give myself some time before I release my business on the internet for all you people to see. So thank you for respecting that. How long can you stay in Japan with a student visa? You have to be physically going to school with your student visa. Like, you need to be going to school every day, or as much as possible with your student visa. Once it's issued to you, you will have it for a year and 3 months. What are the best things about language school? The best things about language school is that, at least intensive language school, is that you are gonna learn quickly, but it's gonna be cramming, which sucks, and I hate cramming. But sometimes it's necessary for the ultimate goal. But it's fun. I like it, and it gives you a lot of opportunity, honestly, to settle in and get into your new lifestyle. I love that. I love all the friends that I've made and I've met. My teachers are super nice, always super helpful. They help me with Bunka, all my Bunka applications, you know, all my mensetsu, which is like my interview, like helping me with getting prepared. And like, they were super, super nice, super, super helpful. I really loved the community. Major challenges, amazing moments. Major challenges is the burnout is hard. Like, I am burnt out right now, obviously. And once it's settling in, like settling into Japan life and like getting used to how things work, it's gonna be hard. Anything you're gonna do, going to another place, it's gonna be hard. But it's worth it in the end, in my opinion. And I don't know, I mean, amazing moments in language school. I mean, I've done so much. Like, honestly, I've done so much in the last year. Like, I'm so proud of myself and all my accomplishments. This is not to brag. This is just me saying, like, you know, I deserve this moment. Language school has been so much fun, and you know, I'm grateful. I did learn a lot, and I'm grateful that I was able to use it as a tool to do what I really want in life, or in the future, in the immediate future, honestly. So yeah, I feel fulfilled. Like, I will feel fulfilled once I go to Bunka. I will feel fulfilled 100%. Like, no doubt about it. Yeah. Do I want to do a beret, or do I want to do like a wee? Do I? Or do I want to do 2 big scrunchies? I'm thinking I might do two buns. So let me get my thing. How hard is it making friends? Honestly, it's not that hard. I think people expect a lot less people to be able to speak English, but there are a lot more than you think of people who are able to speak a little bit of English. And even once your Japanese level gets better, you'll be able to communicate with Japanese people, but not only Japanese people, but also people at your language school if they're not English speaking, like if English is not their native language, you'll be able to speak in Japanese with them. So it's not great. I don't know. So it's not that bad. I mean, it's really not that hard to make friends. Mostly everybody's really nice. I haven't really had any major issues with anyone. Never mind. Don't listen to that. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's been a great experience. I've met some great people who are gonna do great things in their life, and you know, and they also support me and want me to do great things in my life. So, you know, it is what it is. What are the cons at language school? Cons is, I think I talked about this earlier, not super hard. It is hard, and it's super taxing, and there's burnout if you're doing intensive language school. And it's so much studying, honestly. I study more for language school and exams. I'm not really an exam type of person. I've never been good at exams. I've never liked exams. Like, yeah. But with language school, it's like always exams, and I hate it. I hate it so much. And so that's like my biggest con, honestly. Oh, I like that. Okay. Anything where you're going to be learning another language, it's going to be hard because you're not always going to be fluent. You're not always going to understand everything. I still don't understand everything. I don't even consider myself fluent. But it's hard. It's hard. But you're going to learn, and that's what it is. You're going to learn. You're going to make mistakes. Every day is going to be a learning experience, and that is okay. You just have to be okay with that. How hard is it to adjust to the language barrier, academics, and relationships? For the language barrier, like, honestly, like I said, a lot of Japanese people can speak some English. So like if you go convenience store or like things like that where there are people around and like at like a service, you will probably be fine. Like you could just point at stuff, like that's fine. I don't think that's that difficult. Life in Japan, I mean, it's not that different from US. It's just like different cultural things, like the train etiquette, like etiquette wise. But like in terms of living, I don't think it's that different. Like it's personally, to me, it's very similar. It's just that people speak a different language. And honestly, like if you don't know any Japanese before you come, please just learn like some survival Japanese, like at minimum, like in case you get lost or, you know, you need help or, you know, you're in a situation. Like I please be safe and at least know some Japanese, like just minimum, like a little bit past greetings, you know, numbers to 10, greetings, convenience store, conversation, like easy conversation, like do you want a bag, this is how much it is, learn the currency, and yeah, stuff like that, and ask how to ask for help. and I think you'll be fine. Like, just survival Japanese again. Relationships, how hard is it with relationships? Relationships are hard, okay? Here, especially with American people or other people who are not Asian, a lot of people are leaving, and they're leaving and they're coming back, or they're like, they stay for like 6 months and then they leave, or they stay for 3 months and then they leave. So making friends, lots of friends sometimes is hard, but you have to find friends like online, groups. I'm on Facebook groups sometimes, and find people who you can connect with who are here for long terms. Especially if they're working, they'll usually be here for long term. If their plans are like for daigaku, college, or samongakko, or shigoto, what is that in English? I'll put this here. I don't know what that is. But if they're doing that type of stuff, then they'll probably be here longer. They probably have plans. Are teachers patient? Yes and no. Like, I think the teachers are patient at my school. I think the teachers are very patient and very helpful when you have questions, if you ask. But the actual like course is not patient, because it's a language, it's like intensive language school. So I personally believe that the actual course is not patient. It's not forgiving, and it is just quick pace, quick learning. Remember for 5 minutes, remember for the day, for the test, and then you kind of gotta, you know, you make room for new information kind of thing. That's my personal opinion. Everybody has their own personal opinion, but that's mine. There will be people to help you. It's just that I personally believe that that's how it is. 君の JLPT レベルは何ですか? Future Black 日本語学校、日本語学生? この漢字はちょっと違います。Carla, Carly, Amande. ちょっと日本語学生, right? Future 日本語学生? Okay, asking for a friend. Okay, so my JLPT level is somewhere between N3 and N2. I took JLPT N2 this past December? Earlier December? I don't remember. But just now, the one that just passed. I took it. I don't know if I passed. It doesn't really matter. I already got into my college of choice, my samongakko. So yeah, I'm set. I mean, but if you can be somewhere between N3 and N2 by the time you want to go to higher level, daigaku, that speaks in Japanese, I think you'll be fine. If you can, go to a language school. It will help you. It will make you so much better, so much more prepared than self-studying. That is my opinion. No, like I said, know what you were trying to do. What is your long-term goal? Ask yourself 3 things. Why am I going to Japan? What is my long-term goal? How do I make sure that I'm the most successful I can be and learn the most Japanese that I can up until, you know, whatever my long-term goal is, work or school? And number 3 is, I don't know, I don't have number 3. Number 3 is apply. Number 3 is apply. So if you're applying for Nihongo Gakko, it's a lot easier to get in the process, a lot easier. It's very forgiving. You know, you don't have to have a degree or anything. You just need to apply. So thank you so much. I hope that I almost answered all the questions. Some of them are repeats, but I try to do my best. Thank you so much for asking me questions. I'm gonna, you know, do my best editing this video the best that I can. I forgot to put them on the clip. This is not like my thing. Like, I don't do YouTube videos. Like, I've done YouTube videos a couple times in the past, but like, it's just not for me. But I'm willing, because, you know, girl and boys and others, I was there once. You know, I needed help, and I looked up every single YouTube video, every single Reddit post that existed on the internet to figure out what I needed to do to get into Bunka Fashion College in 2018 and 2019, and I'm here, and I did it, and I get it. You want someone who can just boom, tell you what you need to do, tell you how it goes, tell you the real deal, and I got you. So if you have any more questions, I think I'll do a different video, not about language school, maybe about something else, maybe lifestyle in Japan, something similar to that. So if you have any more questions, you know, send them to I'll make a poll on Instagram, or you can put them in the comments below, whatever you want to do. And, you know, happy holidays. Have a great holidays. It's yeah, and if you have any more questions for me, just ask me. And thank you so much. So have a good day. Bye.